We'll get there.
Excuse my Kerry pronunciation.
To be the hammer and don't be the nail.
Exactly.
Le Tap. The most iconic one-day amateur race in the world was making its debut in Ireland. 100 kilometers of pain, hills, more pain, and more hills. What could possibly go wrong? My name is Dara Smith-Naughton, your resident cycling nut here in the Off the Ball office. Some of you may know me from my stellar performances on the Friday quiz. But, we have footage of me on the... No, there's really no need.
Another week, another embarrassment.
Scotland.
Wales.
Arthur's a good man for sending shots behind that screen.
Okay, well, anyway, one day, myself and Arthur O'D, shot sending Arthur O'D, came across something quite interesting. The chance for the average cycling Joe to get the experience of Tour de France for themselves. The Tap. Arthur scoffed. Said, Dara, you should try that. You'd be great. I sensed a bit of sarcasm in his tone. A lot of sarcasm in his tone. I said, you know what? Maybe I will. I got up on the desk. I grabbed everyone's attention. No, I didn't do this. I texted my dad. That's what I did. I texted my dad. He was in. We were going to Killarney. It was just one issue with all of this. Just this. I hadn't cycled in years. So before we embarked on this impossible challenge, I needed guidance. Someone to show me the ropes.
So have a okay breakfast, but doesn't need to be huge. But it is important to eat and quite early. So as I mean, don't wait to go to 2 hours of cycling before you have your energy bar or your gel. There is a high risk that if I tell you a proper fueling program like you would if you were racing, for example, the Vuelta like Eddie, where he will be having multiple gels per hour. Your guts are absolutely going to hate me in the evening. So if you feel that you don't want to go through the gel, well, the other plan is gummy bears. yeah, it's not you can't go every day racing with gummy bears, but I have to say gummy bears when you're starting to feel low in sugar. But yeah, don't cook it the first hour because you will regret it when you get closer to the finish line. And it's an easy mistake to make, and it's often an advice I give to some of my friends when they do a sportif is just don't get overexcited at the beginning, because it's so easy to get overexcited at the beginning with all this atmosphere and you have the adrenaline pumping. If you want to have fun in the last part of the race and challenge others as well, that's also part of the fun. And stay safe. It's always a pain when you have a bit of a tumble. So, and especially when there's so many people on the road, those events could be quite wild. So stay safe up there and with your dad.
Falling is not an option because I'm actually using my dad's bike.
Oh yeah, so no.
Not an
You want to
option.
keep peace in the house. you'll go through all states of mind and pain and saying, "Why did I do that?" And your backside's gonna hurt, and then probably your neck and your lower back if you haven't been on the bike so much. And then once it's done, you'll be, you know what? This was fun. I enjoyed this. I'm happy I did my 98 kilometers. And suffering is part of the fun, but have fun.
It would be quite spicy climb-wise, and that's when climbing gets quite uncomfortable. So it depends on like what way you want to approach the climb.
Yeah.
I suppose you'll want to approach the climb as in do it as fast as you possibly can.
I think
I think-
I'll be happy if I just get up it. I think it's the main thing.
So just make sure that you're kind to your future self at the bottom of the climb. I think once you get into a rhythm, you can kind of enjoy it as well. Like if you're feeling super strong and you're feeling like, oh, I'm the hammer here rather than being the nail, then
Right.
you're kind of in a different mentality.
So basically, your advice is to be the hammer and don't be the nail.
Exactly.
Perfect.
And so, with all that in mind, off we went to Kerry. I eventually made it to the event village. My focus directly changed to nutrition and preparation for the morning ahead. One pizza wouldn't hurt. The race hadn't even started yet, and we all knew this dog was the real winner. With pizza eaten, dog pictures taken, off we headed to our B&B for a bit of rest before our 6 a.m. wake-up call in the morning. And so we set off from the Port Road in Killarney to Molls Gap. Recording of this. It's nice. Start of Molls Gap now, is it? That's what it was said there.
Start the time to it,
Yeah. Jeez. Dropping out like flies.
Now we're all starting up.
Yeah. absolutely beautiful stretch of road you're seeing now is Molls Gap, a world famous mountain pass that overlooks the unbelievable views of McGillicuddy Reeks. Unfortunately for us, we didn't see anything. Although the fog did help with the overheating, it was just in the way, wasn't it? But hey, the fog did make for this really, really cool shot at the top of it. Also, shout out to the guys playing the bongos. They were class. I managed to snag myself a cookie.
Here we are, Molls Gap. About 23k in. We're feeling good, we're all right so far. But we'll see how we are at the next stop. We'll see you there.
And once I shut up and jumped back on the bike and stopped pissing off Dad, we headed towards the second mountain pass of the day, Balagbeima. Balagbeima? We're going to go with Balagbeima. Having a great time. My legs felt brilliant. It was all going so well. Oh yeah, that was until my GoPro stopped working. So what you just saw was 10 minutes of grueling, painful climbing up a mountain, dangerous descending, then some of Ireland's most steep descents, all in 1 second. Well, thank God for time lapse. Enjoy this slideshow instead. Huge thanks to Letap Ireland for lending me some of their scenery footage. Here's what Balagbeima would have looked like if my GoPro kept working. After a gorgeous descent following an unbelievably tough climb, we headed towards the midway point, about midway. Some much needed food in Blackstones and Glencar.
Here we are, 57 in. Feeling all right, yeah? Dad, you feeling all right? Yeah, good. Past the two big climbs of the day, Molls Gap and Balagbeima. Feel good, about 40k to go. Check back in at the 72 kilometre mark, and then at the finish line, if we make it, that is.
Okay, I know I look really tired here. Firstly, it's because I was, and secondly, Dad just decided to leave me in his dust. So Dara, how are you feeling?
Here we are, 72 in. Last 13 were hard enough, but only about, what, 25 to go or so. Yeah, we'll get there.
And so we made it. 98 kilometres later. What a day. And of course, it goes without saying a massive, massive thanks to Letap Ireland for organising such a brilliant event. Ultimately, the goal is to bring the Tour de France back to Ireland. It hasn't seen our shores since 1998. I was -3 at the time, I guess you could say. It'd be brilliant to see it back. And now, before you go, here's some post-race fun from the event village, where you may see some familiar faces. It's Dan Barron, Imogen Cotter, and Greg O'Shea. Spoilers.
You know where the pizza is?
Over that way, that kiosk on the left, round the corner. We got there. 98k later. Tough, all right, but worth it. We'll get a pint now anyway, that's for sure. A few, I think. Watch the Ireland game. How are you feeling, Dad?
Good.
Yeah.
We'll do it again.
We go off and do the 135 now, I think. I'll just make sure we're recording. Oh yeah. Hey, Imogen Cotter, how did you find it?
Stunning. I absolutely loved it. It was my first time cycling in Kerry and
Really?
worth the wait. Yeah.
Yeah. What route did you do?
I did the 135, and so when we started there was like a lot of fog and it was a little bit cold, but then as soon as we left the first feed station the sun just came out and it was just, Kerry put on a display for us. It was beautiful.
What does it mean to be an ambassador for an event like this?
I mean, it's incredible to have an event of this level come to Ireland, and I can only hope, like coming at it from like a women's perspective, I can just hope that it inspires more women to get into events like this, and to give it a try, because when something like this is on your doorstep, you know, here in Ireland, it's just it's like a doorway into the world of cycling for women. So I hope that from a women's perspective, it kind of inspires more people to get into it, and just shows how fun it can be, because I think an event like this, you get to see maybe the competitive side of cycling, but also the social side of it, the community, and I mean, the event afterwards is also really fun.
And what does it mean to be back in Ireland cycling?
Oh, I mean, I'm always, when I'm back in Ireland, cycling is my happy place. So, it's always a good feeling for me.
He left you in his dust.
Oh yeah, oh god, yeah.
She'll show him where his box.
Greg, how are things? How did you find that?
Yeah, it was harder than I thought it would be, to be honest. The first 100k I felt good, and then my legs started giving out to me on the way into the finish there. But what a beautiful route, like up Molls Gap, up Balagbeima, Balagbeima, excuse my Kerry pronunciation, but it definitely humbled me, but it was beautiful, man. Like, what a day. We could have had wind and rain. It is Ireland in September, but it was absolutely gorgeous. We're blessed and I loved it.
What's the difference between that and rugby sevens?
There's a lot different now. I'm coming from a sprinting background, in rugby sevens is basically the sprinting format of rugby. So going on a bike for 4 to 5 hours isn't really conducive to rugby playing, but I'm finished with that now. I retired after the Tokyo Olympics, so I'm getting involved in things like this, and to be able to show off the first Le Tap Ireland, the inaugural Le Tap Ireland, and just put it on my socials, show how awesome our country is, show the roots that we have, and hopefully get the Tour de France back to Ireland at some stage.
Is this your new sport now? Is this the next challenge?
Maybe. I do a lot of triathlons and Ironmans, and I did the UTMB last week, the 60k up Mount Blanc, so my legs are still feeling that. I'm not making excuses, but I'm trying my best just to keep myself busy, you know?
That's fancy. Oh,
it's really not. It's very fidgety. Dan Martin, how was that?
That was beautiful. It's just quite an incredible course, a really great day. I mean, obviously whoever made it, it was just a course that was open to everybody and everybody could enjoy, and a few challenging but not too much, and yeah, I think most people everybody got around safe, and it was a great day had by all.
How does that compare to the Alps and such in the Tour de France and the Vuelta?
There's no comparison, is it? It's beautiful for a different reason, it's hard for a different reason. Yeah. Then the heavy Irish roads definitely take it out your legs, and it's but yeah, I mean, it's more about the experience, you know, and there's just nothing like riding on these roads and being able to enjoy it, and it's been I just really enjoyed every minute today.
I was going to ask, what's it like being back in Ireland cycling with Irish people again?
It's been a long time since I did an event, especially I've never really done a mass participation event like this, and it's just really great to be able to come back, especially now I've retired, and have so many people say, like, tell me stories of how they experienced my career, and how much entertainment and how grateful they are for what the show I managed to put on. So yeah, it's a really special feeling, and yeah, I just thank you for everybody to actually coming out to ride the event, because it's been a really great day, and I've seen as many people as possible, and just managed to enjoy the day and just take photos of people and just talk, and it's what I love doing now.
What are you up to these days? Are you still competing, or?
Absolutely not. No, I barely even ride. So it's it's just about enjoying the bike now, and just enjoying being the family life at home, and just keeping myself busy in other ways.
Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.